Some of us respond that very simply. Very, very simple. We have a single agenda, and that agenda is to strengthen African science for the benefit of the continent, for the benefit of the development of our own continent. Often we get assistance from outside, whether that outside is from Europe, or Asia, whatever, but it's important that we set our own agenda. And what we have managed to do over the last 5 years or so, we started in 2015, is we have brought different countries. We are now 15, we are going to go to 18. Tanzania, Mzee is my boss here. We go around the continent, we meet at least once a year, but the most important thing that we do is we share. We learn from each other. We exchange ideas. We commit to helping each other. So this year we are in Dar es Salaam. Last year we were in Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire. Next year we will be in Zimbabwe. The following year we may be in Burkina Faso. And what it has done, it has enabled for the first time for Mozambique to work with Senegal. Two countries, one speaking Portuguese and the other one speaking French. Before this initiative, none were speaking to each other. There was no exchange of ideas. There was no sharing of issues. Whether you are looking at Tanzania today, if you were to ask us how many memoranda of agreement, there are many. But the key issue is that we, as a community, have made a choice to work collectively together to strengthen our own science system. Second, we are working together to ensure that African science is part and parcel of the global science system. So the mere fact that we are on our continent does not mean that there is no excellence. It does not mean that nothing good happens here. So you find that we are able now, because we learn from each other, begin to play a greater role in the development of the global science system. As an example, two of us, South Africa and Côte d'Ivoire, serve on the governing board of the Global Research Councils, which is a network of all the science councils of the world. And there we are able to put forward what are the key issues that are important for us, and how do we in turn also contribute to the development of what happens in other parts of the world. And you find people coming from Asia, from Latin America, come to us to learn and ask us how this particular initiative that we are holding here in Dar es Salaam is actually working. So there are other people who learn from us. We are not just merely here to learn from others. That's why we are here. It is exciting, and the whole idea is whether it's in agriculture, food security, health, environment, all of us have the same challenges. Absolutely the same challenges. So you may ask, which are the countries? Anybody want to know? Okay. In West Africa, Senegal, Côte d'Ivoire, that's Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Ghana. In East, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Ethiopia. South, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Mozambique, Botswana, Namibia, South Africa. So those are the countries that work together. So I come from the National Research Foundation. I work with my colleague and comrade, and we share We visit each other. Our scientists come across from different parts of the continent and work on things that are important to both of us. That, I think, is the most important thing. So it is not a funder's agenda. It is not a funder who determines what should be done or who should do it. It is us who determine what we want, how we want it, when we want it, and so that when the project is over, we will continue to talk to each other. Not because somebody has put money from somewhere to tell us to talk to each other, but because it is important that we have seen the value and the importance of us doing what we are supposed to do together.
So